And then I was, I remember like the night before I went to go spend time with Hulk Hogan. I've done a lot of movies and, sat with a lot of really, well-known people. And I was like, I think Hulk Hogan might be the most famous person, like well-known person that I've ever been in the room with. And, it's like I've interviewed Arnold Schwarzenegger and lots of people,
Yeah.
and it's like Hulk Hogan is somehow from wrestling like transcended, I don't know, a star. He's really well known. So
Yeah.
um, and I think part of that is his own career, and then the other part of that is just the way NWO kind of rose
Trans-
at that time. Um, the challenge was making Hulk Hogan a supporting character.
oh wow. Okay.
It's like you have this guy who's one of the biggest stars to ever walk the face of the earth. And, I'm like, yeah, he's kind of the secondary storyteller. He's not really the main character. Um, that took some convincing and some like, trust me, this is gonna work. Which I wasn't 100% sure it was gonna work. Because Eric Bischoff is the main character in this one.
Fair. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
No, that makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
was the convincing more the powers that be or Hulk Hogan himself?
No, it was more of like my own team. Like, I have this idea. And I mean, I think you think of like I think of documentaries the same way I would think of a scripted movie. Like this, put the stars on the screen, get out of the way, and let them do their thing.
Fair.
Um, and in documentaries, you don't always have that luxury because you don't know if the main subject is going to be charismatic or be able to like carry a movie, right? In this particular case, they can. So, and you kind of have your pick.
Yeah.
Um, I think, you know, but we think about it in the hierarchy of the way we would think about it. Like, all right, well, Hulk Hogan's the most famous person, then it's probably Kevin Nash, and like I think people know Eric Bischoff to a lesser degree, but no, and you would rank them in that order.
Yeah.
People are obviously very interested in Scott Hall. So what's the hierarchy here? And my thing is, no, Eric Bischoff's got to be the Godfather here. He is. That's the real story.
Mhm.
So you
'Cause
have to do it that way.